Hello everyone. Welcome to the Daily Donald Special Edition. Today is January 17th, 2025, and we're diving into the fascinating life and legacy of the one and only Melania Trump. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below, because we want to hear from you. So what makes Melania Trump so captivating? Whether you see her as a modern mystery, a reluctant political icon, or a symbol of resilience, there's no denying she has left an indelible mark on American history. In today's video, we're peeling back the layers of Melania's story. Who was she before Donald Trump? What shaped her journey to becoming First Lady? Not once, but soon to be twice. And what can we expect from her as she steps back into the political spotlight? But first, let's start at the very beginning. The story of Melania before Donald. Melania Trump, born Melania Trump on April 26, 1970 in Sevnica, Slovenia, had humble beginnings. Growing up in what was then part of communist Yugoslavia, her early life was far removed from the glitz and glamour she would one day embody. Her father, Viktor Trump, managed car dealerships, while her mother, Amalia, worked in a textile factory designing children's clothing. These contrasting influences, a disciplined upbringing alongside creative flair, shaped Melania's outlook on life. As a child, Melania showed an early interest in art and design. Teachers and classmates described her as quiet, poised, and driven. But it was her striking looks that set her apart, leading her to pursue modeling at just 16 years old. By 18, she was signed to a modeling agency in Milan, and she quickly built a career that took her across Europe. Melania's modeling career gained momentum in the 1990s, as she graced the covers of magazines and appeared in high-profile campaigns. She worked with major designers and photographers, mastering the art of elegance and understated charm. But it wasn't just about the glitz. Melania's colleagues noted her strong work ethic and professional demeanor. She wasn't just a pretty face, she was a serious model with an eye for business. In 1996, she made the pivotal move to New York City, where her life would change forever. Here, amidst the bustling fashion scene, Melania began carving out her niche, balancing modeling gigs with a growing interest in design and architecture. It was in this vibrant, competitive city that her path crossed with real estate mogul Donald Trump. The story of how Melania and Donald met has become the stuff of legend. It was 1998, at a glitzy party in Manhattan, where the two were introduced. At the time, Trump was already a household name, known for his business empire and larger-than-life persona. Melania, on the other hand, was carving out her own career in a city full of dreamers. Their connection was instant. Donald was reportedly captivated by her beauty and sophistication, while Melania was intrigued by his charisma and confidence. After a few months of dating, their relationship became public, making headlines in tabloids and society pages alike. But Melania wasn't just a glamorous accessory to Donald's empire. She held her own with grace and intellect. The couple married in 2005 in a lavish ceremony at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate, attended by celebrities and political elites. Melania's Dior wedding gown, reportedly costing over $100,000, became an iconic symbol of the event. By this time, Melania had already begun shifting her focus from modeling to other ventures, including launching a jewelry line and exploring philanthropic efforts. In the years leading up to Donald's first presidential run, Melania maintained a relatively low profile, focusing on their family, especially after the birth of their son, Barron, in 2006. As a mother, she was hands-on and protective, often shielding Barron from the media spotlight. Melania's role in Trump's world was supportive but understated, a stark contrast to the attention-grabbing style of her husband. Melania Trump's journey before stepping into the political spotlight is a fascinating story of ambition, resilience, and adaptability. From her modest upbringing in Slovenia, to the fashion runways of Milan and New York, and finally to her life alongside Donald Trump, she has navigated each chapter with a unique blend of grace and determination. But this is just the beginning. In our next segment, we'll explore Melania's time as First Lady during Trump's first term, her initiatives, her controversies, and how she was received by the public. Stay tuned, And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter of this special edition. What do you think about Melania's journey so far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. Melania Trump's journey to the White House as First Lady in 2017 was unlike any other. From her glamorous image to her reserved demeanor, Melania brought a new kind of intrigue to one of the most scrutinized roles in American politics. But her time as First Lady wasn't without challenges. She faced both adoration and criticism, making her tenure one of the most talked about in recent history. January 20th, 2017, a historic day as Donald Trump took the oath of office, and Melania officially became the First Lady of the United States. Her choice of a sleek, powder blue Ralph Lauren suit drew immediate comparisons to Jacqueline Kennedy, setting the tone for what many thought would be a return to elegance in the role. However, Melania's approach to the position was notably different from her predecessors. She embraced a quieter, more traditional interpretation of the First Lady's responsibilities, focusing on her family and remaining out of the political fray, a stark contrast to Michelle Obama's highly visible and activist-driven tenure. One of Melania's most significant contributions as First Lady was her Be Best initiative, launched in May 2018. The campaign aimed to promote the well-being of children, fight cyberbullying, and address the opioid epidemic. While the goals were ambitious and well-intentioned, Be Best faced mixed reactions. Critics argued that Melania's campaign lacked depth and follow-through, pointing out the irony of focusing on cyberbullying while her husband's Twitter account was known for harsh and controversial posts. Supporters, however, praised her for championing issues often overlooked in the national conversation and for stepping out of her comfort zone to advocate for vulnerable communities. Melania's tenure was marked by a polarized reception. On one hand, she was celebrated for her impeccable fashion sense and ability to maintain composure under intense scrutiny. Outfits like her white Dior ensemble for the state dinner with France's Emmanuel Macron and her red cape dress during a visit to the United Kingdom became instant classics, cementing her as a global fashion icon. On the other hand, her reserved nature led to criticism. Many accused her of being detached from the public and lacking the warmth typically associated with First Ladies. Moments like her infamous jacket, which read, "I really don't care, do-oo," during a visit to a Texas border facility, sparked a firestorm of backlash. Was it a statement? A misstep? Melania never fully clarified, leaving the public to interpret the message. Melania's time in the White House wasn't free from controversy. Leaked recordings of her private conversations in 2020 revealed frustrations with her role, particularly the expectation to decorate for Christmas while facing criticism for her every move. The recordings humanized her to some, but alienated others who saw her comments as dismissive. Her tenure was also complicated by ongoing scrutiny of her immigration history. Questions about the timeline of her citizenship and work visas became a point of contention, particularly as her husband's administration pushed strict immigration policies. Despite the challenges, Melania had several moments that defined her legacy. Her visit to Africa in 2018, where she toured schools and orphanages, was praised as one of her most authentic displays of compassion. Her speeches, often rare, carried a measured and thoughtful tone, showcasing a quieter form of leadership. She also hosted numerous state dinners and oversaw the restoration of the White House's Rose Garden, a project she described as a gift to the American people. These moments demonstrated her commitment to the ceremonial and historical aspects of the First Lady's role. Melania's time as First Lady was a mix of elegance, controversy, and quiet resilience. She remained steadfastly herself, often refusing to bow to public pressure or expectations. For her supporters, this was a sign of strength. For her detractors, it was a missed opportunity to make a greater impact. Her first term left many questions unanswered. Was Melania's reserved nature a calculated decision, or was she simply unwilling to embrace the spotlight? And what can we learn from her approach to one of America's most visible roles? Melania's first term as First Lady set the stage for what could be an even more impactful return to the White House. Coming up, we'll explore her role in the 2024 election, the key moments that defined her support for Donald Trump's campaign, and what we might expect from her in the second term. What do you think about Melania's time as First Lady? Was her quieter approach a refreshing change, or did it fall short of expectations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned for more. Melania Trump played a pivotal role in Donald Trump's 2024 campaign, showcasing a quiet yet impactful presence that resonated with supporters and critics alike. As the nation braced for one of the most polarizing elections in history, Melania's strategic appearances and carefully chosen words became a critical component of the Trump campaign. But what exactly was her role in the election, and how might she shape her return to the White House in the coming term? Unlike the highly visible involvement of other political spouses, Melania's role in Trump's 2024 campaign was measured but effective. She appeared at select rallies, where her calm and composed demeanor provided a stark contrast to Donald's fiery rhetoric. Her speeches were concise and focused, emphasizing themes of family, tradition, and America's resilience. One of her most notable moments came during a rally in Florida, where she addressed a crowd of thousands, saying, "Donald fights for you every day, and I stand by him as he works to make America great again." This brief but heartfelt statement reinforced her unwavering support for her husband, while resonating with voters who saw her as a symbol of stability amid political turbulence. Melania's strategic appearances often generated significant media attention. Her public support for Donald was seen as a unifying factor for the campaign, particularly among suburban women voters, a demographic critical to Trump's victory. In October 2024, Melania participated in a televised town hall event where she discussed her vision for children's education and mental health. She also used the opportunity to promote her ongoing commitment to the Be Best initiative, subtly signaling her plans to expand the program in the next administration. Melania's campaign trail wardrobe also made headlines, with fashion choices that carried symbolic meaning. From her bright red dress at the final campaign rally to her understated navy suit on election night, every outfit seemed to echo the campaign's themes of patriotism and strength. Among Trump's supporters, Melania is often seen as a beacon of grace and resilience. Her ability to maintain composure in the face of relentless scrutiny has earned her admiration. For many, she represents traditional values and the ideal of a supportive partner, reinforcing the campaign's message of restoring American greatness. Supporters on social media praised her appearances with comments like, "Melania is the epitome of class, exactly what the White House needs, and she's the quiet strength behind Donald's success." Her understated presence contrasted sharply with the bombast of the campaign, creating a dynamic that appealed to a wide range of voters. Despite her positive reception among supporters, Melania's role in the campaign wasn't without criticism. Some questioned her lack of frequent public appearances, arguing that her influence could have been greater if she had taken on a more active role. Others pointed to her reserved speeches as evidence of disengagement, calling her the invisible First Lady of the campaign. Critics also highlighted lingering controversies from her first term, including the infamous "I really don't care" Duu jacket and questions about her immigration history. These issues, though less prominent than before, occasionally resurfaced during the campaign, fueling debate about her impact as a public figure. As the nation prepares for Donald Trump's second term, questions about Melania's role in the administration abound. Will she continue to focus on her Be Best initiative, expanding it to address new challenges facing America's youth? Or will she take on a broader portfolio, perhaps advocating for issues like mental health, education reform, or women's empowerment? Some speculate that Melania may embrace a more prominent role this time around, leveraging her experience from the first term to leave a lasting legacy. Others believe she'll maintain her signature approach, a quiet but steady presence focused on family and tradition. The reactions to Melania's role in Trump's second term are already divided. Supporters are optimistic, viewing her as a stabilizing force who can bring a sense of dignity to the White House. Critics, however, remain skeptical, questioning whether she'll rise to the occasion or simply stay in the background. What's clear is that Melania's influence, whether overt or subtle, will continue to shape the public's perception of the administration. Her ability to navigate the complexities of being First Lady a second time will undoubtedly be a key storyline in the coming years. So, what can we expect from Melania Trump in Donald Trump's second term? Will she expand her initiatives and embrace a more active role, or will she remain the enigmatic and reserved figure we've come to know? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Melania's role in the 2024 campaign and her potential impact in the next administration? Melania Trump's journey is one for the history books, a quiet, poised woman who moved from the small town of Sevnica to the global spotlight of the White House. Her story is filled with resilience, transformation, and no small share of controversy. As we close this special edition, let's reflect on her past, her present, and the legacy she's crafting as she steps into her second term as First Lady. From a young girl in communist Yugoslavia to a world-renowned model and ultimately First Lady of the United States, Melania's life is a testament to adaptability and quiet strength. Her early career in fashion gave her the tools to navigate the public eye, while her experience as Donald Trump's partner prepared her for the unique challenges of political life. In her first term as First Lady, Melania's Be Best initiative highlighted her focus on children's welfare and cyberbullying. While her approach was understated, it sparked conversations about the role of a First Lady in modern politics. And now, as she returns to the White House, she carries the weight of expectation. Will she build on her initial efforts or redefine her role entirely? Melania's tenure has always been a mix of grace and controversy. She's been celebrated for her impeccable fashion sense and ability to remain composed under pressure, but she's also faced criticism for being too reserved, too detached, or not vocal enough. Moments like her infamous "I really don't care" "do" jacket remain etched in public memory, while her visits to Africa and schools across the U.S. showcased a more compassionate and human side. As Donald Trump's second term approaches, Melania has the opportunity to leave a lasting legacy. Will she expand the Be Best campaign to address new challenges facing America's youth, such as mental health and digital literacy? Or will she take a more visible role in promoting broader issues like education reform and women's empowerment? There's also speculation about whether Melania will embrace a more public-facing role this time around. With 4 more years ahead, she has the chance to redefine the expectations of a First Lady, balancing tradition with the demands of an ever-changing political landscape. The public remains divided on Melania Trump's legacy. Supporters admire her elegance and restraint, viewing her as a dignified contrast to the chaos of modern politics. Critics, however, question whether her reserved nature limits her impact as a public figure. This polarization extends to her future. Will she be remembered as a transformative First Lady who brought subtlety and sophistication to the role, or will history see her as a missed opportunity for a more active voice in the White House? Melania Trump's story is far from over, and her next chapter promises to be as intriguing as the last. Will Melania expand her influence and become a more visible advocate for key issues during Trump's second term? Can she overcome the criticisms of her first term and redefine her legacy as First Lady? And how will history remember her unique approach to one of the most public roles in the world? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think Melania's greatest strength is? And what do you hope to see from her in the years ahead? Thanks for joining us on this special edition of the Daily Donald. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. We'll be following Melania's journey closely, so stay tuned for more insights, analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you in the comments section.